In Derry, at Halloween, as the veil decays, the ancient book of awakening stirs. Great legends from its pages waken, and some, like tonight's legend, the arcane banshee, have been awake for all of eternity. Before I came to the other world, I was a proud knight of the Red Branch. Not just anyone could become a knight. The feats of physical and intellectual prowess we had to endure to be accepted were out of this world. I thought we were invincible. All I wanted in life was to be a great, like the many greats of our order, Cuchulainn, Conal Cernach, Legara the Victorious, the poet Brickrew of the Venom Tongue, Keltar of the Battles, and I was so close. So very close. So many battles had I fought without as much as a scratch. I truly began to believe that the rules of life and death did not apply to great warriors like us. In the end, I only wanted to get home. It had been such a long time. Much longer than I thought. For every second of every day, the other world calls its children back home, striking fear in mortal hearts, though the banshee means harm to none. And come Samhain, when the veil is thin, the voices of those past are heard within. Listen, they sing a song called The Dance of Life and Death Goes On and On and On. And there she was, upon me, all I had feared in life, though now I know she does harm to none. Dance with me, brave one, she asked, without even opening her mouth. But I feared the dance. All things have their season, even stone must turn to sand, said she. In and out of consciousness I went, fighting until the very end, until all I could do was watch her as she danced. It was then I could see that her dance told a story. Once, a long time ago and just yesterday, there was an old man, so old he could no longer tend his garden. One day, as he was digging a hole to bury his vegetable scraps, he found he could not straighten up again. For a whole day and night he stayed there, bent over his shovel until death came by. "Would you like me to help you?" "No," said the old man, terrified. "Never mind," said Death. "I can leave you for all the time you have left in this world. That's 3 years and 22 days. When the old man heard that, he was panicked. He must think fast to outsmart Death. So he called Death. "Forgive me, I am sore and crabbed. Could you help me, please?" "My pleasure," said Death, entering the garden. But when he helped the old man stand up, the old man gathered every last ounce of his strength and he pushed Death into the hole he had dug and quickly filled it in. From that point on, there was no more death in the world. Even the plants, animals, and trees never died. They got old and sick, but they went on and on and on. Years went by until the old man was nearly 200 years old and could not walk a step without feeling exhausted. His garden had become a jungle. One day, he called his neighbor. Neither she nor anyone else knew why everyone and everything had suddenly stopped dying. "Please," the old man pleaded, Fetch your grandchildren. I need someone to clear my garden of weeds. So the children got to work clearing the garden until they came across a weed so stubborn that it took all the strong children of the street together to heave and heave and heave it out of the ground. In doing so, they pulled up Death from his burial spot. At first, the children were terrified, for they had never known Death. But then they saw how the grown-ups rejoiced to see him again, for so many were so tired. The old man said to Death, I'm sorry I was so foolish to be led by fear. I'm ready, if you'll still have me. Death agreed, happy to be of some use in the world again. He took the old man smiling by the hand and led him to the other world.